Yeah, woof! Hi guys, welcome to Riggs Garage. Tonight I'm going to talk about the 70 Mustang Fastback that I've been working on. It turns out sometimes you can't just get out of doing stuff right. You want to do a junkyard build, and you just want to polish a crankshaft, put it together with some new bearings, clean the pistons, slam everything together, it's going to run fine, right? Well, in this case, it's not that way. So it turns out the crankshaft is junk. So I ended up polishing the crankshaft to start with because I hadn't done any measurements on it. And then I did Plastigauge, but I didn't go Plastigauge wide enough, so it didn't show that the bearings were really pinching things off. I should have known that from looking at the worn bearings from before. But then I put the new bearings in, the short block, the 289 short block, and tried to turn it, and it was super hard to turn. Here are the old bearings that came out of that engine. You can see it wore really funky along here. And here is the new bearing. And you can see already the whole thing used to be matte, but the outside edges were already starting to wear just from turning it around a few times with a 1/2 inch socket. So this thing was going to roast bearings if I use that crank. That's neat, right? Alright, so it was super hard to turn. I took the crankshaft to a machine shop. They turned the crankshaft, made it perfect and beautiful. They turned it 30 thousandths over on the mains, 20 thousandths on the rods. Before it was 20 thousandths mains, 10 thousandths over on the rods. Okay, so now the crankshaft is perfect. There's a week delay, right? Because it took the machine shop a little while to do that because they have work and they're doing good work. So thanks guys for that. Now I have the fresh crankshaft. I ordered bearings that are 30 thousandths over mains, 20 thousandths rods. Alright, so I put the short block together almost. So I Plastigauged everything, spaced out perfectly. Beautiful. These are all between 2 thousandths and 15 thousandths. The crankshaft turns great under torque. So as I'm doing the final torque sequence, it's a 3-step sequence for the mains, I was doing the 70 foot-pounds on one of the last bolts, and that junk snapped. I'll show you here. It was this one right here. Here's the new crankshaft. It's beautiful. Here's the bolt. This one was relatively deep down inside the block, but luckily it has this offset angle here, so I'll show a quick video of how I bonked that out. I was really lucky. Alright, so honestly, I'm really glad that I had that broken bolt wake-up call while the short block's not even really assembled. I haven't even had a lot of time in it, because any of those bolts could have broken. What happened is I was cranking on it and it didn't click when I thought it was going to, so I went a little bit further and then it snapped. And it also broke my thumb open and it bled everywhere. Pretty cool. But honestly, I'm glad that happened now instead of when I'm running down the road and then I have to take the engine out, pull everything up, you know, another 15-20 hours worth of work. So that's fixed. I've ordered ARP hardware, so I've got ARP mains, ARP rod bolts, and ARP head bolts, because these are all ancient bolts. They might be the original 1967 bolts from this 289 block. So for all I know, they might be breaking all over on me. That stuff's not fun. For the rod bolts, I am going to have the machine shop that did the crankshaft go ahead and press the new ARP rod bolts in, and then I'm going to have them check the roundness on the rods to see if any of those rods need to be resized. Now's the time to do it. I don't want any bearings in my oil. Repeat, no bearings in the oil. So doing that, and everything is going to be put together right now. I also did a DIY hone job on the bores. They look really nice. So wish me luck. I think we're still going to have a cheap engine put together here. This is a 289 budget engine. As always, thanks for watching, guys. In the meantime here, while I'm waiting on parts, I do have a bunch of car jobs to do to raise money. There's some broken junk right out here in the driveway. That's not a very good shot. Hit the like button and subscribe to the channel. Lots of fun budget projects here at Riggs Garage. I appreciate you watching. Thank you.